balls, I watched Chicago play on their place. The ball was, it was out of touch a lot of the game. So you keep, having to fast forward, and the camera angles aren't good. So it's extremely difficult. And then, we can't afford for one. We've had players that have been outstanding and they set a standard for themselves, and then they're well below their standard in the next match out. So Jazz again played pretty well tonight, but against New Jersey, she was horrific. And those are examples. We have those in almost every position. So I don't know exactly what I'm going to get from the players. They're technical things. They don't pass the ball well. So then other players, it's frustrating for them because they open up for a pass, but the pass goes astray. So they're, I think there are things they're within the player. They're within the player's control. Their attitude, their concentration, their effort. Those are three variables that the athlete controls. And I think, I would put more effort into getting the ball under control and getting my head up. As I'm watching the game, the vision, pass selection it's very much a miss. That we might keep possession, but it's the wrong pass. We play a lot of balls out of touch. We play a lot of balls to the opponent. We miscontrol a lot of balls. So having Christy back in and then introducing Nikki, I think is a little, it's stabilizing. But, I think at this point we have to figure out what the best combination of who's going to fight and who can control the ball and pass it. I can't think of any other thing to do at this point. And then we still are going to be, at a loss for a goal scorer while Lisa's on national team duty. And, goals have to come from other places. The other caveat is that as good as a player as Leanne is, everybody knows that she's a good player. So she has to make an adjustment, to find a different way to get into the game. And she's very frustrated because at the time she's free, they miss a pass. So there's a lot of fixes that need to be.
Do you think there will be any trades, personnel movement? Is that even a consideration now? Or are you waiting for Mewis and Washington to sort of integrate first and then reevaluate?
I would. I think Ashley Grove would be very good for us as a right back. That's her natural position. I mean, it really hurt when Kia McNeil, decided to pursue their college coaching career. She was offered a job. I don't begrudge her the chance, but we didn't know that was going to happen. And still the player that we wanted was Kalman, and I don't know if we still had the draft pick to get her.
She's gone.
She was gone. We originally had 4, but in all the movements we traded for. There's not a lot out there that people would relinquish. I mean, we've made inquiries. I think our trade with Houston is good for us. But we have to solidify our midfield. We have to find the best place for Hale. So maybe Nikki and Christy end up playing as right and left back. I don't even know. I have to go home and sleep on it. It's hard to do a post-mortem after that because it's so frustrating. So to me, that's a winnable game for us. Houston at home, winnable game for us. New Jersey away, winnable game for us. So, I believe that the team could win. I would never have predicted that I would be in this position right now. And I have to take responsibility. I can't blame it on the players. I mean, I have to find a way to make a connection with the players.
How did Christy play tonight?
She's had a long layoff, and she only had 3 days of actual soccer practice. So I thought she did fairly well. She had some nice moments, but I think there were times when she looked as confused as some of the other girls. So I think if there was an IQ test for soccer right now, we would not score in the upper echelon.
We're good. We're not.